Imagine if all of a sudden all the stores are closed. I have always been fascinated with being self sufficient, although most people that I know do not know would not know how to grow farm animals or plants. Uh, we can work towards being self-sufficient by encouraging each other to grow their own food at home, which will bring many benefits to society as a whole. In the event of a true emergency, few people would know how to grow their own food. Most do not know how to grow animals for consumption. In the book, The Complete Guide to Small Scale Farming by Melissa Nelson, the, the author talks about the needs of several farm animals. For example, changing the diet of a farm animals can cause stomach problems or even worse. There are also many ways that we need to learn how to butcher animals and cook them and whatnot. Also, people don't know how to grow plants. Plants require special attention, and plants can be used for medicinal purposes. In the book, Grow Organic, the author talks about how plants have culinary, medicinal, aromatic, and decorative qualities. In today's world, people rely too much on mass produced food. Mass production of food releases, releases toxins into the environment as byproducts. Many companies dispose of the dangerous chemicals in rivers and in other ways. Slaughterhouses and growing facilities are known to torture animals. Uh, in the book, a decade of progress towards ending the confinement of farm animals in the U.S. talks about the cruel treatment that mass-produced animals are subjected to. There are several things that we can do to start growing food at home. The local library is a great resource for food books and gardening tips. My small local library has a relatively large collection of farming books. Online, I was also able to find many valuable videos on how to raise farm animals and how to produce crops from relatively small fields. Hands-on skills can be acquired at home or throughout the community through various community programs. For example, many communities offer community gardens. This can be a great way for younger people or maybe those that are not so experienced with growing a garden to get together and learn how to grow fruit and food and whatnot. The garden supply store can also offer much assistance and guidance to those who may not know how to use certain equipment or certain fertilizers. There are certainly many advantages to growing food at home. Homegrown food, for example, reduces the impact on the environment. As I spoke before, many companies release a lot of toxic chemicals into the environment. Homegrown food also limits the amount of waste of food that we waste. For example, tiny gardens, huge harvest states. A garden, small or large, allows us to reap the benefits of a self-reliance and also gives us the opportunity to pass the lessons on to our children and grandchildren. Also, Food Waste by Sukauskas Rebecca Sparkling explains that food is wasted during the retail and consumer phases. And if you think about it, a lot of the food is wasted either by stores that did not sell their vegetables or the meat, and then they have to throw it away. Um, if we implemented these things and started growing our own food, animals will no longer be abused in slaughterhouses. In conclusion, society as a whole seems unaware of the problems we create by not growing more of the food we consume at home. The benefits of becoming self-sufficient are vast. Join me in pledging to take small steps towards growing more food at home. And if you doubt whether this subject is of much concern to you, consider asking yourself, could I truly survive long term without the store nearby?